Hello, it's your neighborhood gamers with your boy Robo and Vidman here on camera work. He's just
Hey.
focusing on that, so you... Yep, there he is.
I'm
So
here.
today, Oh, the UIs are backwards. You got 4 for 4 on blue when it's actually AD. Yeah, but we've got 4 for 4 and Alpha Derezz going at it today. And looks like fishing to start off with the first payload map and the original map for combat to boot. So both teams have been doing both have really good records, and both teams have really good players, and I think this should be a fairly even match. Right now it seems that AD has just got a bunch of pulsars, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe it just might be interim pre-map loadout thing that you do just to mess around, or maybe you're trying something new. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So I'm gonna let the teams know they should ready up.
Yep.
Okay, so told him to ready up, and we will see how this is gonna go. My personal prediction is I think AD is going to come out ahead, if slightly. Like I said, both teams have been doing really well in all maps, and both teams have had really good records the whole stage. 4 is actually in second place, with AD being in third when it comes to seeding for this. So this is the second place versus third place seed, whereas yesterday was first versus fourth. B Respawn and Impulse, respectively.
Defense squad ready.
So to start off with, we're seeing AD on defense here. Yeah, you can see us switching off a lot of the shields and stuff. Off the loadouts. Well, I'll call it loadouts.
4 for 4 is not running any kind of support weapon. Take like 3 Novas and a Pulsar.
I think if you really want to, Pulsar is a support weapon. If you really try and believe and pray, maybe. It's just not as good as, you know, like a good meteor will do more than a Pulsar will. Oh, I need to tell them both to start.
Yeah.
I told Coda to start. I forgot to tell Single to start as well. Oops. But so we have 4 for 4 on attack. They're playing a really aggressive loadout, which is kind of necessary to begin with. So I can see that. I can see one reason why they're doing that. Is they just need to. Oh, give me a moment.
I really wonder why Alpha's not running 2 Novas. Super confident with their.
Sorry, I am back. So we're seeing. We're gonna see them go out into the map right now. We are, however. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right. We are seeing
defensive position.
Alpha did decide
left me behind. Why would you do that?
Yeah, they got 2 Novas, 1 Meteor, 1 Comet, which is a fairly standard loadout for most ESL teams. We're seeing threat scan, 3 heals, double det, double insta on the AD side. We're seeing triple heal, 1 threat, double det, double insta on ADs. They're triple nova, 1 pulsar, which again is a new standard loadout with the nerf of Meteor not becoming so completely oppressive. It's viable to play more Meteors. At the same time, Meteor is still viable. It's just not an automatic pick for some cases, because in some maps and in some situations it really is strong. Like in defense, it can be a strong weapon because of you can just keep people at arm's range with splash and off the payload and such.
Stop the payload.
So we're gonna see the initial attack here by 4 for 4. It looks like they're sitting Grim on payload, which makes sense. He's the only one with a ranged weapon, so he's just trying to get some chip damage in there. We're seeing 4 for 4 actually just dive straight in on somebody, and straight in on Alpha D up there, and they just get slaughtered. Whirl, Foos, and Dual Game just kill the rest of all 3 attackers. 4 for 4. Grim doesn't look like he's not gonna get away with this one. Looks like, oh, he does with the slimmest of margins.
Payload
3 HP, and he's just chilling. He's a one-hit warrior right now, and he got away. We're seeing a threat scan come out from 4 for 4, trying to get some vision, just trying to see what they need to do. They have to find some defending member and kill them. They don't have a choice behind. They have to do that in order to get some space. And they did. They get Whirl, exactly. A great pick by them, really important. It's one of their Nova. And they get a second one, Foos. So 4 for 4 right now is in a great position, because they've forced Alpha Derezz back, they have numbers advantage, and they're moving that payload up. So Alpha Derezz just has to kind of hold the line here for just a few sharp minutes until they can get the rest of their teams back. And they'll lose it. Dual Game will go down. Fortunately, Spawn comes back in. I believe Coda coming straight in, or Coda gets clapped, so he may have died. It looks like that's pretty much a clean sweep for 4 for 4 side, with around a minute Yeah, about a minute, I believe, to a minute 11 seconds or so to get that first checkpoint. We see single shot actually popping off with triple, clean up the rest of the enemies. So that was a really dominant push over there by 4for4, and Alpha Divas just kind of collapsed. They got the first. Alpha Divas did a really good job holding it first. They got one, they just stopped one push in its tracks, and then the second one just kind of snowballed into them. We're seeing 4for4 take more of a slower push. They're going up, now they're just kind of pushing straight into this room here. They're just taking space slowly. We're going to see Alpha Divas just try and get them on right now. Pushing straight in on them, and they're going to trade out. Kimzel gets clapped by Coda, but Palace gets the Whirl. And that's just a big old fight in Halo. We see Coda going down, Phil taking single, Palace taking dual, and Foos taking Palace. So it's a 1-to-1 situation right here, and a Pulsar versus a Nova, and it looks like Grim may act, and Grim's gonna actually win that out with this Pulsar, and a teammate's gonna come in. Looks like Palace right there. And another clean sweep by 4for4, just pushing straight in. Yeah, it was super close. He could have contested if he hadn't missed it. You actually heard him call it in comments, no, something like that. We're seeing 4for4 just dunk straight onto Hill. Alpha Derezz is trying to get a more forward position here, but it just fails, and they just get murdered for it. So what do you think of this current performance by 4for4?
I think 4for4 is doing absolutely phenomenally on them. They really couldn't be doing any better than they are right now. Just completely great coordination going on. Really just taking it slow, taking the picks they know they can get.
Yeah, exactly. Like they
entered. They're falling back. You know, they're waiting for their team. They know that they can't win fights.
Yeah, they're beginning to realize that sometimes, okay, this is unwinnable. It's not worth dying. Let's just get out of here, which is really good. You really got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, and they decided they needed to fold them there, which is a great job. Like they entered this section with like almost 5 minutes, so they've got a lot of time to play with here. So Alpha Derezz really has to hold the line here, and it looks like a single shot goes down to start off with, which is a really good pick. So the thing is, though, unfortunately, they're still moving the payload. Alpha Derezz isn't contesting it at all. And now we're going to actually see some contention right here, and we're going to see some kills get traded out on both sides. Looks like, yep, great position to hold. You have both teams fight over, and finally Kimzel goes down, which is a big stagger for the attacker's side. They're going to have to go in with 3 now, and the rest of our AD should get here fairly soon. We're actually seeing a double stack push straight up, Grim taking in just a back position, probably trying to get some chip damage in from there. So eventually his Novas can just get in there and just kill a low person. That's what Comet's good for as well. We see all 4 of AD's members back on Hill. Just 2-2 stacks. We're seeing a stack split up here. 4for4 kind of pinned in this tunnel. They don't really know what to do. They can't really get on that payload. They're just trying to get slaughtered right there. Looks like they're going to go for it anyway, and they actually get a kill. Coda goes down, but Whirl kills Kimzel. Palace kills himself, but Grim kills Whirl. So it looks like it's kind of even right here, more or less. Oh! Single goes down to Foos. Foos still alive. Getting some more work done here. He might be able to take Grim out, and he does. He takes the double to defend that payload. With the rest, oh, he had actually 1 teammate was still there. He might have just spawned.
Great hold so far from Alpha Derezz.
Yeah, unfortunately, they've given up a lot of space up here on this hill, so they do have to push it a long way. That being said, 4for4 still has almost 3 minutes to push this point, so they've got a lot of time. They've still got a lot of time to play with. We're just seeing another straight-in boost from 4for4, go straight on the point. They actually get a pick, Foos, to start off with. World goes down to Palace, and Coda goes down to Single. And it looks like this may be the end here. We just see Dual Game just trying to run away, and he's not going to get it. 4for4 actually splitting up all the kills between all of them. Able just to push this payload through. AD might need to switch to some deaths or something here in order to try and get them off on that payload. They don't really have too much of a chance. But yeah, we're just seeing some crazy amount of aggression coming straight out of them. They're just getting on this payload. They have to get it off them. They can't really lose any of these fights anymore. They have to just drag them on long enough to get their spawns back in. But at the end of the day, they can't afford to get wiped completely.
Payload returning.
They have to defend this the whole way now. And 4for4 has pushed this like really close, so even if they don't succeed, AD has a lot of distance to cover on their own. And given the dominant performance so far by 4for4, I'm not sure how much they're going to be able to get off. How well they're going to be able to do that. We see Foos go down instantly. Kimzel taking 2 with Coda as her second. Duel's going to take out Kimzel though. Whirl taking Grim, and Single's going to take Whirl too. So another one-on-one situation it looks like here. Single's just going to go straight for it. And oh, it's a 2-on-1 situation, and Duel goes down to single.
Immobilized.
Like I said, they can't really afford to get wiped. Fortunately, they delayed long enough for the rest of AD members to get out. 3 of them, and Pals is just gonna have to back off. And never mind, they're pushing straight into the 3-on-3 situation here. World goes down, Coda goes down. It's not looking good for AD right now.
Immobilized.
That's a Duel game on his own. So it looks like he's gonna have to. Oh, they're getting like 4 is pushing straight onto them. AD has to make something happen right now. Oh, and that's gonna be the round. I didn't see how much time they had left, but it looked like
about 50 seconds.
Yeah, about 50 seconds right here on the screen. They ended with 49 seconds.
Well, Alpha held pretty well, to be honest. All things considered for how much time 4for4 had.
Yeah, 4for4 had like 5 minutes walking into that 3rd section, and they only ended with under a minute. So. Good work by AD. Good work by both teams, really. AD kind of gave up the first 2 points really easily. And I'm not really quite sure what they could have done better there, besides maybe not get picked so often. It looks like they just need to play a bit more together, I guess. Keep cycling those heals a bit better. But we'll see. We also need to switch the overlays now that teams have switched sides.
Yep.
Oh, can we pull the stats up after you're done with that?
For a second. Here, everyone can look at those.
We're seeing like the kills are more or less the same on each side, although we are seeing like a slight decrease on Alpha D side, with Fuse as the team high, 20. So overall, it's more or less equal, but even like the minor average is definitely definitely there. Definitely noticeable.
4, 3.
We're not seeing any great Flamingo race from AD. I can't imagine what those comms are like. They're probably not. Oh, that's 4for4.
Payload immobilized.
Let's see what AD is going to do. I wonder if they need to play just as aggressive as 4for4. They have to get some damage. We're seeing a lot of split up play from 4for4, so that means it's a bit easier to try. You can just dunk 3-on-2 and try and get both of them, or at least one of them. So we'll see how well they do with that. We aren't seeing any phase off from 4for4, or AD for that matter, so it means you can pretty, like, as you can see, just triple aggressors coming straight off from AD, and they're going to try and get a pick right here. And they're going to do it. They're going to get Kimble to start off with, and they're going to get single 2. Kill's going to go down though, and Fuse is going to go down. So it's a 1-on-2 situation right here, but the attacker, World gets a 3rd. So the attackers here got their picks really early, a lot sooner than 4for4 did. 4for4 actually lost their initial push, and they didn't get nearly as much distance on the payload as 4for4 did. We are seeing the rest of 4for4 come back. We'll see how well this rest of this fight goes. Grim goes down, Single goes down, Coda goes down originally though. Duel takes 2, Single and Kimzel, and it looks like they're just going to clean sweep this in with about the same amount of time as 4for4 did. Or I think, actually they did it with about 40 seconds faster or so, or just a few seconds faster. They did do it, just as strong as before. We are seeing some great aggression coming from AD, taking 3 down instantly, and maybe able to get this 4th. It looks like they're gonna. And they do, but not before Kimzel trades up for Duel. So right now, even then, with spawn advantage and number advantage, AD is kind of in the clear here for a good long while. They'll get this payload a lot of distance really fast without really any contestation. We're seeing 3 members of 4for4 come straight back in though. Oh, and Single shot goes down though. Great pick on AD's part. And they're gonna get another. They get Palace too. Kimzel just rushing straight in. Kim's gonna take Fuse, just get dropped by Duel. And then Grim goes too. It's like both sides are just kind of clean sweeping it through. Both sides seem really good at offense, but not really unable to really cope with the large amount of aggression you're seeing coming out from both teams. We're seeing 4for4 trying to stack up, but they have to go now. They don't really have any time. We're seeing a lot of detonators come out 4for4 side. Palace goes down, Duel goes down, Coda goes down, Fuse goes down, World takes Kimzel out. So it's a 1-on-3 here. And it looks like the World's going to go down here. Yep, he goes down. That was a really big stagger for AD's part. It's not very good for them. Although, that being said, they do have a lot of time to burn here. So we are seeing a decent chunk of time. Unfortunately, they didn't get as clean sweep as 4for4 did. 4for4 got it in 1 push. It looks, that was a great focus fire by AD. They just went on that guy. It's like, okay, make him dead. And they did it. We're going to see Palace and Kimzel going out. Fuse is going to get dropped, but Single's going to get killed too. World's going to take a second with Grim. And there you go, 4.5 minutes to push it in. I think it's about 30 seconds slower than 4for4 did or so. So we'll see how fast they're able to push this up. They have 4.5 minutes to complete the map. They have to complete or they lose. They have no other choice.
Pushing all the way up. Like, it's going to be a lot
harder all the way up.
For to possibly do the same thing Alpha did, holding 3rd point.
Yeah. Looks like, oh, we're gonna see Grim go down really early. We're gonna see Single go down too. Palace is gonna take food, but it looks like that might get refragged out. And it does on Kimzel, but Palace is gonna trade out for dual game. So, high attrition warfare here. It looks like they are still moving the payload up right now though, so AD is kind of getting the value out of this situation that they need. Look, you can see they're already cresting the hill with almost 4 minutes, with just passing 4 minutes. So they've got a lot of time and not a lot of distance to cover. If they can, AD, or 4x4, it completed with like 41 seconds. And right now they're like 3 minutes ahead in time. We're seeing a 2-on-2 situation here. Neither team really willing to push that far up because they're waiting for their teammates mostly. Seeing some repositioning here from Kimzel. Looks like she's getting ready to jump on, oh, and she gets taken out. We're seeing AD come right back in, taking single shot down 2. Palace goes in after taking Whirl though, and Duel's gonna go down to Grim. We're seeing Grim on his own, floating away with this pulse, like just trying to get some chip damage in. Overheating. Missed all of his shots. He might be able to get a kill here, and he doesn't. Oh, but the rest of the delay is just long enough to get the rest of his team in.
Payload returning.
Alpha Derezz has 3 minutes to push just a few meters. I think they really have a lot of advantages here right now. They're a lot faster than 4x4 has been on this portion. So both teams have been doing a really great job of pushing the payload. We're seeing Palace go down instantly, right into the starting of the fight. Duel's gonna go down really quickly though. Grim's gonna go down to 2-on-2 now with Coda going down too. Looks like AD's just gonna decide to get the payload. Oh, fight's going to the payload. How's this gonna go? Single goes down. 2-on-1, but AD's low on health. Oh, we see Kimzel take Whirl. And finally, Fuse goes down to Kimzel as well. Kimzel taking 2 to defend the payload. Just 4 meters to go until it starts returning. Duel goes down, Coda goes down. We're seeing 3 members of 4x4 here. It looks like AD got a little bit too gun happy, or just a little too bird happy, and tried to push straight in. Thought they could get it, but they couldn't. Counting down to the 2-minute mark now, or so, give or take a few seconds. So, AD's time advantage they had is slowly whittling away. We're gonna see another big push come out from them. They're just gonna go straight in, try and get some kills. A lot of detonators come out. Fuse goes down first, but Single's gonna go down. Duel goes down, so 2-on-3. World goes down, Palace goes down, and Coda goes down, and that looks like it's about it.
Man, a really solid defense coming out from 4x4. A lot later in the map than Alpha was holding as well.
Yeah. So Alpha Derezz right now is about 40 seconds over 4x4 right now when they completed it. So if they really want to keep that time advantage they have to make it work soon. We're seeing a lot of controlled boosting come out. We're seeing Grim go down. Though Coda and Fuse are gonna go down to Palace and Kimzel. Duel's gonna take Palace. World's gonna go down. Duel's left on his own, and he's just gonna get shot by Single, taking a double to kill it once again. The payload's backed up really far away. Far back. Right now, just about a minute left for AD. It looked like they had the time advantage going in, but they're just being too aggressive and just pressing W all the way into the back lines and just getting murdered from behind. They need, even though their time is slowly whittling down, they need to take this slightly slower, and they need to make sure they're getting those picks. They have to get these picks. Coda going down originally, that's not good. Kimzel goes down, but Fuse and Duel go down, so now it's Whirl on his own. With 40 seconds now. The AD is officially behind on time. They have to make something happen in the next push or two. This is it. The time is counting down, and it looks like it's going to go into overtime if they actually need to complete it. 4x4 has actually pushed the payload back for enough to retake the positions on the hill. This is really bad for AD. AD just jumping on the hill instantly. Coda going down, Single going down, Fuse going down, Kimzel going down, 2-on-2. His heals going out. Heals all over the place. Palace going down, Duel takes 2. Can they get the third, or they're just gonna push it up nice and slow? Right now, AD is almost on overtime. That means they can't let go to this payload, and if they get picked off even one time, just for a few short seconds, can end this game. We're seeing 4x4 duck straight in. Unfortunately, they overshoot, and their one member gets murdered. Grim gets killed in the backlines. Kimzel grabs Fuse though, so right now, AD is really pushing it to the edge. Overtime, we're seeing 4x4 spawn, and it looks like they're gonna do it on overtime.
Barely in.
Yeah, they barely got in there. That was very edge of the seat. So we're going to a third round now. Both teams are gonna have an extra 30 seconds to complete it. So AD or 4x4 is gonna have around a minute 20 or so, and then or a minute 10. and then AD is only gonna have 30 seconds. So like they're really lagging behind in time. Gotta make sure to switch the overlays once again due to the teams being switched. Can we pull the stats up too?
Yeah.
Again, we're seeing like Alpha D right here on the short end of the stick when it comes to eliminations, which like again don't really mean everything, due to the way how the game counts eliminations. We are seeing a game high with 58 on or 59 on Kimzel's side, followed by Whirl at 58. We're seeing a lot of objective time on both teams, as usual. Unfortunately, can we pull a stats back up for a split second?
10, 9, 8, 7,
No
6, 5.
Yeah, we're seeing 2 minutes and 30 seconds with Grim on payload time, so he's definitely their bird boy. Kimzel Palace
They
is
just
single
didn't
being their
even-
murder
They
hobo.
didn't even take the time to get ready.
Payload
No.
mobilized.
I guess that was an interesting play from them. They just boosted straight to their position, so that's an interesting play for sure.
Grim with the pulsar all the way up to
4-4.
his face.
Yeah, Foo's taking 2. Palace and single. Duel's gonna take Kimzel the third, so that's all 3 of Grim throwing a detonator. Not really gonna get any value out of this. It looks like he's just gonna get murdered out and staggered without wasting that detonator.
Returning.
We're seeing an arc mine covering that payload. Oh, it looks like 4-4 just jumps on Coda and he goes down instantly. They played really split up right now. We're seeing AD just kind of splitting up all over the place, not really focusing on one particular person. And then because of that, we see Duel go down. Grim and Palace get killed, but I think Foos is gonna go down to Kimzel, and Kimzel's gonna take a second with Whirl, pushing that payload up farther and farther. 30 seconds now, counting down. 20. So
Delivery accelerated.
AD is starting to run out of time here. Right now they have way less time, so they really have to make something work here. With only 30 seconds, they have to try and push it just farther than 4-4 can, and we'll see how well they do. Oh, we see Coda going in, contesting on that point. We're seeing a lot of murder come out on both sides. Foos and Duel Game both going down, Grim going down, Coda going down. And the single goes down and they take that checkpoint. Oh no, never mind! They managed to win the payload right there! What a play by AD! They managed to
Alpha Derezz had a
keep
perfect
them up.
stun that got them off the payload.
Were they playing stun? Or Arc Mine?
Arc mine.
Yeah, once again, we'll have to switch the overlays, so a short amount of time because they... So AD has 30 seconds to hit that checkpoint, basically. That's what they have to do, and they have 30 seconds to do it. So we're seeing triple det come out from AD now. They really should play a bit more aggressive. So my guess is they're gonna boost out, triple det 1 or 2 people, get those kills, die, and then come back and push that payload all the way. If I were a 4-4, I might want to start playing some arc mines here, because they know AD has to be aggressive, and all you have to do is just stun one push. And while it may not like stop the push in total, 4 people getting stunned out wastes so much time they might not be able to get back to the payload in time.
Oh, you think they're gonna sit all the way back here? Or you think they're just doing the same strategy?
Yeah, we're seeing 4-4 copying the same thing AD hit
10,
as well.
9, 8,
Different tactics and taking
7,
false positions on the map and then
6,
rotating once the
5,
time counts down.
4, 3, 2.
You know, I don't really know how well that actually works.
Seconds
Everyone has
remaining.
payload, you know?
True.
Payload mobilized.
Perhaps it does delay a boost for a second or two, but most people wait for threat scan anyway.
Most teams
seeing a triple
usually
stack
have a
here
plan
from
where they're gonna
AD.
boost to.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing Duel Game slowly walk this payload up closer
10,
and closer.
9,
4-4 really
8,
probably waiting for the
7,
time to go down all the way
6,
before they get on that
5,
payload. So you can see them starting to go right now. They have to make AD can't let this payload get dunked on. So they should they didn't press W soon enough right there. Oh, Coda's go. They barely got that overtime just in. We're seeing a lot of murder come out of that payload. It looks like it's in favor of 4-4, and that's it. 4-4 is gonna win that game. Yeah, really close. I think right there, AD waited too long. They needed to get those picks before overtime happened. They needed to find that boosting sec, or at least one person and kill them. They waited too long, and 4-4 had 4 teammates just to dunk on that payload, and that was that. Especially with all those Novas.
Wow, great match.
We see
round
4.
from
Yeah, so this is a single elimination, best of 5. So the game is not over yet, or anywhere really close for AD. AD has plenty of time and games to come back, because now it's going to their map pick and their host should they choose to pick a different one. Most teams usually just find one that suits both of them and just leave it like that because it's easier. But some teams decide to swap it back and forth anyway. Can we pull a stats page up? Oh, too slow,
Too slow.
and they were too fast. So that was good on both teams. What do you think, Vid? He's fiddling things right now, so he can't speak at the moment. But I think both teams played really well for that. 4-4 definitely showing their stuff there. That they
Who's hosting?
sleep on. They are good, and there's a reason why they're second place in the stage finals.
Yeah, give it to me.
It sounds like they're having some ping issues. Perhaps they are going to
Yeah,
trade
let's
messages back
just
and
real
forth.
quick while we're waiting. Let's hear from our sponsors.
That's a great idea. Yeah, let's back our sponsors. Okay, epic. Oof, yeah, I seen the stream that the advertisements just went. That was good. I try. I'm gonna drink some more water because I'm losing my throat already. Sometimes I'll just take breaths, like in between, and then if you feel like I'll just have natural pauses while I'm breathing, or whatever. After I'm done mentioning something, you can just jump in there. Like I usually do it just like automatically, normally, just like let you jump in without throwing it naturally to you. Like so. I'll also start throwing it to you more now that you're willing to do more. Looks like once we get into the map and we can see the map, count us down so I can analyze the map before the team start, and then we'll tell them to go. Going to 2D. Okay, we're in 2D.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm ready to go ahead and... Are we alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're looking at Combustion here. Well, both teams... Combustion isn't a map you really see all that often from most teams. Not a lot of teams really like it, but we are seeing more of it in competitive play. Impulse, my team, and Vidman's team, V-Respawn, we both love the map. I think it's the best capture point, if not one of the best maps all around.
Definitely the best.
It's so much fun. Unlike Dyson, you just can't walk over a mountain of your own corpses to win the game, which is actually... it's kind of annoying on Dyson. Fights go on for so long. So we're seeing both teams playing their normal loadouts. Actually, on 80, we're seeing Triple Det and Triple Nova. We're not seeing a comment come out of dual game, which is really interesting because he's a really good comment. So I will. Are we ready, Vidman? I can let the teams know we should. Okay. I will tell both teams ready to go. Actually, single. So both teams are ready up.
Switch over to
Pulsar, probably just for a good pre-start meme. So right now on 4 side, we're seeing the normal gun loadout they have, Grim on Pulsar with Triple Nova. We're seeing Triple Det. We're basically actually seeing mirror compositions when it comes to ordinances and tac mods. When it comes to guns, though, we're seeing Double Nova, Meteor, and then Pulsar for right now on dual game. I'll probably switch over to Comet or a Nova. We are seeing Triple Nova Pulsar though on 4-4 side. Dual game may actually play Pulsar for this run. That would he switched off to Nova, so they're playing a similar loadout, trading off of Pulsar for We're seeing both teams rushing out, trying to get straight to point.
So
we're seeing
Meteor nerfs, do you think that
straight in?
With the Meteor nerfs, do you think Pulsar is going to be a benefit or detriment?
I still, it's hard to say right now. We haven't really been able to work it out quite yet because it hasn't been long enough since the nerf. And we're seeing a big fight break here on the point with Palace, Kindle, and Single Shot going down. Only getting 1 AD kill on Whirl. So look, AD is just take a dominant performance originally, using a lot of ordinances and tac mods to win that fight. But they do win the important first fight on Combustion.
Point unlocking in.
So now we're going to see them hold up some double stacks. We're going to see 4-4 again, pushing straight in onto Hill. It looks like they're just going to go press W, go for the point, play really aggressive. They may actually be able to get some sixes. We're seeing Cruz goes down first, Palace goes down, Coda go down, Timber and Whirl go down as well. So we're seeing just like a 1v1 here, or
No.
2v1. Oh, and Duel goes down finally. For looks like 4-4 got the point. Actually, man, even though AD managed to get an initial control over it, 4-4 is the first team to actually get first blood, so to speak.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
nice,
when it comes,
honestly.
yeah, that was really good. It was a great push by 4-4. They didn't really. Oh, we're seeing actually a crash come out on AD's side. Unfortunately, it looks like Foos has dropped out. He's known to have technical issues from time to time, so hopefully this is something they'll be able to get him back, get him quick in. Well, they do have Mooney Y as a substitute, but whether he's online at the time is unknown. So it looks like they're just going for AD is just going for it now, so they may actually have to be getting a sub for this or something. We're seeing the timer cook up to 60% right now, so AD doesn't have time to waste. Granted, detonator on Coda, I believe, but it doesn't matter because the dual game and we're all gonna go down. Oh, Foos has gotten back into the match, but it's not clear whether he'll be able to get he's in time for his teammates to really take this point back. We see Grim already pumping his fist.
They should have time.
Hopefully they have time. It's ticking up to
tight,
85% now.
Fuck!
10 seconds, I think they'll make it.
Oh, it looks like they're boosting in. They may be able to get in just in time. They have to cut a sharp right here. They can't wait. And they get in the point just in time at 96%. They have to win this fight. Coda goes down originally, but Grim goes down next. So 3-on-3. We're seeing a lot of fighting breakout here. Most teams aren't really getting. Oh, and never mind. We see Grim, World, Foos going down. Palace going down. So another one-on-one situation here. Oh, and Dual Game wins it with a triple in order to defend and capture the point, preventing his team from taking a 0-100 loss. Dual Game taking out Single, Palace, and Kimsel in a clean sweep. What a play. He's a really good player all around, good at Comet, Nova, and Meteor. I believe Dual Game also enjoys the new Meteor mode, but I don't want to put words in his mouth, so we'll ask him about that later another time. We're seeing another, a lot of aggression coming out from 4-4. They're gonna dive straight in. They're gonna get picked twice though, Grim and Palace going down. Kimsel's gonna grab Fuzo, Single's gonna grab Coda, with World grabbing, Kimsel grabbing World as well. So Dual Game's on his own, grabs Single, and he's gonna go down now finally. It looks like 4-4, man, just take this point and gonna win this round.
Let's go.
Oh, honestly, really fight back and forth, even with the
Blue
crash.
Squad victory.
Yeah, AD managed to get in at 96%. It was really unclear up until a split second whether they were actually going to be able to get it in time. And they were able to get Foos in and get the push. And they got a 24% off the initial, first and only hold of this map. So we will see how they adapt. We're actually seeing AD switch off threat scan, quadruple repair matrix. And it looks like they're going to double insta now. Still we're seeing a large stat differential. Foos obviously not having a lot of stats because he crashed out. And Coda perhaps just having a hard time playing a support weapon and unable to really get any kills. Meteor isn't the 1v1 DPS machine it used to be, like with the nerf. It actually is now a solid support weapon with good CC capabilities and suppression. Yeah, we're seeing 4-4 hold back with a Single getting picked originally. 4-4 is just unable to really want to push. And AD goes, no, you're gonna die, and they push straight in, trading 1-for-1. Oh, and they trade 2-for-2, which is really bad on AD's part because they have spawn advantage, unfortunately. Oh no, the
neutral spawn actually. I think that would be
yeah, neutral spawn. Both teams have the same spawn right now. So we will see how this goes. AD taking the initial capture of it. We actually see AD boosting first out to it. 4-for-4 having a crash with Kimsel dropping now. They're probably scrambling to get her back in. A good Nova player, and it's really like 3-on-4 is hard in any team. We are going to see 4-4 push out anyway, probably while they re-invite her. I'm just going to go for this push. Maybe they can get some picks or something. We'll see how they do. They're already contesting the point. Looks like Grim's going to go down, and he's just going to grab someone, and he almost gets a kill, but AD gets him away. Coda goes down to Grim's detonator though, and Palace will get down to Duel. Single's going to take Foos out. They actually are managing to get something done here. And we hear another crash coming out. Perhaps Foos has dropped? I don't know. I heard the party drop. Kimsel still isn't back in yet, but 4-4 managing to take the point. Oh, and it looks like there's going to be another fight on the point here. Palace goes down to Dual Game though. Dual taking 3, Single, Grim, and Palace to defend that point and take it back for his team. We see Coda coming back in along with, I believe that is Foos. So perhaps 4-4 is perhaps unable to get Kimsel in. Apparently there's been a lot of technical issues recently in privates and such that yesterday, and a lot of people who play mixed privates over time have been having some issue keeping people in. But we're still seeing 3 people on $4 right now. We are, however, going to see a lot of. We just see them balls to the wall. They're just going to go straight in. Single getting dropped though pretty quickly. We're seeing lots of kills out on both teams. Duel taking Single, we're all taking Grim. Duel taking Palace for the 2. Palace is gonna take Foos out now, and Lux is gonna be full hold again. Or well, not quite a full hold, but they're gonna defend that point again. Perhaps 4for4 is just gonna play the rest of this round out. They're just gonna go for it. They've only got 90%, and it's really unsure if they're gonna be able to get there in time. If it is, it's gonna be like 99, and they're gonna get there at 97%. And AD is just gonna give them the point. We get the crash sound again. It was maybe that Kim's unable to join again. Every time she joins, it just seems like she's dropping out instantly. Because we're not seeing any crashes off the AD side. That being said, though, we're seeing like a valiant effort here by 4for4 getting 21% and another capture out of 3v4 fight. So they did really well for being outmanned.
Complete. Orange squad victory.
It's really a shame. Like most crashes you see, usually they just crash out once and they come back and they that's it. They're back in for a while. We're actually seeing another drop on AD side, so 3 for 3, 3 on 3 right now. Maybe they're doing it intentionally. Oh, the Kimzel's back. So it looks like Whirl has crashed on AD side. So we're seeing lots and lots of crashes already. And Kimzel accidentally got automatically stuck in AD's world. The crashes have been really rampant lately. I don't know what happened.
All that quest optimization.
It's all that quest optimization, air quotes. We'll see, however, Alpha Derezz is just going straight in. If they can get Whirl in time, they'll be able. We see Palace actually losing his detonator.
Cut it back.
And
no
he gets it back. Oh, we hear party joins. It looks like Whirl's coming back. We're just seeing some hill positioning here by AD. Oh, and 4for4 is going to let them stand. They're just going to jump on them and get them. Grim takes 2 for himself. Pulsar and a detonator. We see single shot taking Foos, and that'll be that for that. And we see another crash. As soon as World joins in, Coda crashes out for still the 3. So you have to get him back. This is crazy. What the hell?
Little crashes coming out.
Yeah, on both sides. AD basically got a round off, was unable to really. 4for4 fought a whole round almost for 3v4. We're seeing just tons of crashes. We're seeing Grim go down to Whirl though. Singo's gonna take Whirl out to the detonator. Kim's gonna grab Foos. Dual Game's gonna grab Palace though. Again, a skilled Nova player able to take on lots of teammates. He's just gonna try and scramble for his life here though. And he may actually. Nope, he doesn't. He unfortunately does not get a kill. Single taking him down.
Push him by himself. Oh, he knows what that's for.
Yeah, he knows that. Oh, maybe I pressed a bit too much W here. He tried to perhaps go help Dual Game, but he was unable to get there in time and he backed off, which is a good thing on his part. So AD's gonna have to make something quick here with 4for4 just hitting the 50% mark in this round, and with this map going 1-1, it's just gonna have the winners take all. We're seeing Dual Game go down first to Palace's death, but Whirl avenging his friend's life, killing Grim. 3-on-3 situation right now. Did another crash. I heard, we see Whirl going down to Palace. Palace actually taking Whirl for his second kill. Coda's gonna let this stand to kill Palace. Single's gonna take Foos out though, so a 1-on-2 situation right here. Coda again forced to flee.
2v2, they're gonna try to take it.
Oh, they're gonna try and take it, and it looks like they're gonna go to do it. Oh, they traded out. Dual Game trading for Kimzel. Single trading for Coda though, so it's like we're seeing still if 4for4 is gonna hold this point. 90%. I don't think AD is going to be able to get here in time. 96, 97, 99, 99, 100. And we see 4for4 going 2-0 so far in match. So AD has to win the next 3 in a row, otherwise they're out. Crashes, tons of crashes on both sides though, so it's really hard to see. Yeah, crashes or no crashes. 4for4 is playing like top of line. Full stats page up before. Actually, don't even bother. There's so many crashes. Yeah, there's so many crashes. Yeah. It is definitely not great on both sides. Food's actually crashing out twice, I believe. We're all crashing out once. I think almost all of AD has crashed out at least once, except for So, crashes or no crashes, 4for4 is really playing at the top of their game right now, and they are
for sure.
they are showing their stuff, but they weren't just shoehorned in for like the way matches turned out or anything. They are popping off. So while we're waiting for the next map to be picked and us to load into it, why don't we throw it over to our sponsors?
All right.
This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004.
So welcome to Surge. Usually I've analyzed the last two maps, but I'm gonna throw it over to my pal Vidman here.
Yeah, Surge.
Welcome to Surge.
So.
Usually I've analyzed the last. A lot to say about it. It's pal Vidman here.
Yeah, Surge.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll
Should
just
be
go
good
for it.
Okay.
Surge, what used to be really dumb with Meteor being broken, but with the new Meteor now, it actually is fun and more balanced. What else do you have to say about it?
Well, I think it's really nice to see, Meteor not 100% dominating on this map. It's still strong. There's still lots of angles you can hit off of, but Meteor is not the 100% dominant weapon on this map. That, of course, we're seeing lots of Novas these days, really doing well on payload.
Yeah, we're seeing lots of Novas until Meteors relearn how to use the support weapon. Because again,
actually, they're not
like
running
I said,
any Meteors right now. Oh, never mind. Code is my mistake.
Yeah. Like I said, Meteor for the longest time since it was actually released, Meteor has been a 1v1, 1v2, 3, 4, whatever powerhouse. Really unable to get touched by any Novas unless you jumped in them from behind or something. The amount of splash damage you could do was just crazy. So, with it being relegated to more of a backline support weapon like the Comet, more of a mid-range Comet at this point, with able to double tap to chests and stuff, so it's requires a bit more accuracy. Single shot waving to the camera, look at me, mom, I'm on TV. So we are seeing a bit of difficulty with everyone. Like even myself, I'm still pressing a
we
little
can
bit too
tell them
much
to ready
W
up,
when I should
by
be
the
pressing
way.
a bit more S with the Meteor. But as always, we will adapt, and hopefully it went a little too far on one angle. But I think for the most part, it actually is a good nerf. But when it comes to the map, Surge is no longer completely and utterly. Oh yeah, we do need to fix the overlays. I was just reminded of that.
Dang it.
You're
Thought I was
using
on top
both
of
the wrong
everything.
one. Almost on top of everything.
Defense squad ready.
I will. Actually, we get the I will let the other teams
I
know
pinged
to
them
ready up.
already. I pinged them.
If you want to ready up the overlays.
Yep, I am doing it right now.
Attack squad ready.
And it looks like we're seeing both teams go into it with 15 seconds. I wonder if we're gonna see AD choosing defense on this side with quad heals, triple det, one insta. We're actually seeing double Nova Comet Meteor come out from AD side with dual on Comet.
Alpha Dira is probably
We're
really
seeing the
sweating.
same loadout and
Positions.
stuff.
Down.
Yeah, AD's on 2 maps down. They gotta win the next 3 in a row if they want to come out of this alive.
Really not the
Like
best
now, they're on
position to be
shaky ground. We'll see who wins the race. Number 21's in the lead, with being Whirl, and Whirl's gonna win. Whirl won the Great Flamingo race. We'll see what kind of positions they take up here. It looks like they're taking farther back, which a lot of teams do nowadays, just because
I
everyone's a
actually
bit
don't understand
traumatized.
why so many people take this far back. I think it's a lot easier to hold up a little more forward.
I think
Match
most
starting
people were
in
mostly traumatized by a lot of
10,
meteors in that
9,
close range area, so
8,
people are just kind of like used to like not being in all those
6,
tight angles. So at
5,
the end of the day, even on attack
4,
side, meteor was really
3,
good at forcing defenders
2,
out of that area.
1.
Yeah.
Stop
I think now with the
the
meteor,
payload.
people have to rethink a lot of positions because like a lot of the positions and a lot of strategies and all the maps were like, I can't be here because meteor is gonna murder me. So we are seeing just we're just seeing some 4-for-4 just slowly pushed up, not really used to the aggression. Oh, never mind. We see them going off on this side. 3 of them in a stack. A single meteor shot and a good detonator will pretty much wipe them all out. Grim goes down first on payload. AD goes, okay, you're not on payload, let's go murder him. And they see AD getting the rest of those kills needed. They do lose 2, maybe the 3rd. They do lose a 3rd here, which is really, really bad for AD. Because the spawn advantage, like you see Grim's already back. Most of 4-for-4 is already back, and AD was basically just sent to the war room.
Ooh.
So we're all being on his own.
Really aggressive.
4-for-4, yeah, 4-for-4 is just hunting him down and killing him, and there you go. Yeah, basically AD is never really gonna be able to get another
It's going to be really hard to recover from this. Oh, unless they get a kill on Shoda gets a kill on Grim.
Yeah, he does. A great shot from his meteor, and he's just like laying into that payload, and they're forced to get up. Oh, and a big direct hit just lays him out. Single accidentally killing himself, and Cruz just jumping up and finishing off Palace. 4-for-4 forced to completely retreat. A massive play there by Kosu was able to really get some big kills. He presses a little bit too much W and gets dropped by Grim though. Oh, and there we go. The rest of 4-for-4 comes back to that duel game. Cruz goes down, and World's gonna get 1 kill. And he's he wasn't able to get a second one, unfortunately. Alpha Deers had some really great positioning there, and it looks like they just got a bit too much W happy, and they just got cut out of position. I think they could have held that line from where they were when they got these kills. They did. Dakota did get some massive kills there. He got some mad damage off it. He hit it direct, and that basically just won them that pair.
Get boosting and get on the payload.
And look, I mean, they're unable to get the payload this time. Palace, Grim, and Coda going down. Dual game going down. Although none of these kills really matter on either side. Although the ordnance usage does. Both teams investing into this pointless fight because the door opens and stuff. So we are seeing no ordnance, like 3 ordnances on AD side, 2 TAC mods as well. And we're seeing 2 basically the same. But we do see 4-for-4 getting their stuff back basically now.
Wow, the Nova Squad
AD is just sitting
really
way in the back.
Alpha Deers is so far back.
They're just sitting in the spawn. I'm quite unsure
they
why.
just
They're
regrouping,
probably waiting
or?
for all 4 members. Yeah. Because of the way they died, I guess they have to wait. Grim goes down originally, but I think he is gonna... Oh, there's a Councilman there. You got 2 dead. We do see Kimble going down now as well. We see Palace going down as well. So right now, the only 4-for-4 member left alive is Grim on payload, and he just retreats off.
Yeah, luckily Alpha is able to shut
returning.
down 4's aggressive push.
Yeah, although barely. That was
Payload
pretty
lost.
high attrition.
4-for-4 is going to have to fight up the hill.
Yeah. AD unable to really contest in that help. We finally see a 4 push from them. Not enough insta-steal. You see a big detonators taking chunks out of them. World Foods go down. Kimzel goes down. Coda goes down. We're just leaving Dual Game the only team member alive. He gets 1, and he goes down. He grabs Palace before single shot, avenges his friend and teammate's life, and kills him. So we see Grim and Kimzel on payload. 3 of them on payload now, I believe.
Still a really solid push so far from 4
We see Grim with a detonator ready, and a big detonator coming. Unable to really get Yeah, we see Grim going down first. We hear a lot of Novas go off. Dual Game and Fuse going down as well, unfortunately though. Kimzel goes down though, so we're seeing a 2-1-2 situation. Oh, Coda's going down.
How do I get that out of there?
I'm sure how to clear this.
Payload mobilized.
Looks like we're having an issue with the spectator cams, but right now we see 4 pushing it into the second point with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. That was not the actual one. There you go. Again, we're seeing 4-for-4 push real far out here. They're already taking up a ton of space. Though this last section is the one that AD needs to hold on. This section is really hard for it to push through. We see Palace, Kimzel, and Single Shot going down with World taking 2, Single Shot and Kimzel, leaving only 1 4-for-4 member left on payload. And they're gonna jump out. Oh, and they're not able to get him. They actually trade. They actually lose a member for it. Well, they can kind of feed in because of the spawn times. They do have a lot of time. They're facing spawn times. They've got a lot of distance to throw away. So that being said, we do see all of AD going down. They pressed a little bit too much W here again, but they stalled a lot of time, almost 45 seconds, and haven't even gotten to this main room yet. 4-for-4 is taking a forward position though, holding up in like one of the top left cells from defense's position. They're going down lower now. And we see World going down first, Foo's going down next. Coda going down as well. And we just see Dual Game, the last one left. And he's gonna go down to Kimzel. Again, 4-for-4 spreading out their kills. And it looks like 4-for-4 may actually get this payload in with with more than 2 minutes right now. We're seeing a flank come out here from Foos, but he just gets jumped on by Kimzel, I believe, and murdered. And that looks like it's gonna be it. AD just getting cut to pieces. Oh, and Dugan tries to go in, but unfortunately he's stopped. And that'll be it. With 4-for-4 taking Surge with 2 minutes and I think 3 seconds or so. So they got a lot of time.
Yeah,
a lot of time on Surge. Yeah, AD again, a bit W happy here in this case. So we'll see how well they're able to do on attack. When it came to the last payload map they played against 4-for-4, it was mostly equal until the very end, and Single Shot and his team were able to pull it out and stop it. Both teams ending with similar amounts of time. No, actually, they had more than double the time. Actually, sorry, 4-for-4 actually, the last bits, much better at attacking, it looks like. However, that being said, we will see if AD is able to pull this off. We see still the same, we see the same loadout from AD, triple det, single insta. We're seeing double meteor, double nova, and quad heals. No threat scan, so we're unable to really see those enemies too well. However, we can see Dual Game pointing out a person on the map, probably go, let's go jump on this person, and before they say that, Kimzel retreats. We see Dual Game on the payload, pushing it up, looks like he's their bird boy. All 4 of them looks like they're just escorting it for now. Just trying to keep 4-for-4 on. And then we see 3 of AD actually just pushing straight out, getting 2, Coda getting 2 picks with his meteors. Palace and Single Shot. Kimzel's gonna take Whirl and Coda out though with a double of her own. We see Dual Game leaving the payload to push out a bit more, trying to get some more picks. And we already see AD coming back. It's really important. They just need to take advantage of him, and they do! With Kimzel and Grim going now, with AD basically clean sweeping it up. Just pushing straight through. AD, again, is splitting up a lot here, and they may get punished for that, so they have to be really careful. It looks like it might be Foos by himself. Vidman?
I don't know why the names aren't up.
They are backwards right now. They overlaid those.
Oh, are they fun?
We see Coda going down to Grim, but Jorgen taking Grim out. Singles gonna take Foos and himself out with a detonator. And Steel's coming out from both teams. And it looks like both teams are gonna just disengage here and kind of back off each other. See some meteor damage come out from Dual Game. I believe we are working on the overlays right now. Looks like we're gonna see AD just gonna kind of push this straight in. Oh, never mind. Looks like they're able to contest the last moment, the last meter. They're able to push it off, and they do. They push it straight in with 3 minutes and 24 seconds to take this next point. A really good push by AD. Honestly, they did a really good job with the advent of Meteor not being completely broken. The first point isn't necessarily a shutout. We actually see World taking 2, Grim and Single to actually defend that point.
Definitely a lot faster than 4-4
Yeah, and we see Food going down in the first blood in this pick. Palace goes down to World though, so 3-on-3 situation. Dual Game going down for 2-on-3 to Kimbrel. We're seeing a lot of picks about World trading for Grim, and Single's gonna kill Coda. So it looks like that's gonna be pretty much it for able to defend this first little section. When AD defended this section, they give up a lot of distance, almost entirely up to the hill. So 4-4 doesn't look like they're gonna give them that much distance at all. They're gonna fight for every inch. We see the stack coming out, attacking this one. They're gonna get Single. Pal's gonna grab Whirl, and Foos is gonna kill himself, and Kimbrel's gonna grab Coda. So that push did not go the way it planned. Although Duel's actually gonna take Palace and Kimbrel out by himself, retreating from Gim, and he's gonna get eaten. He's just gonna get eaten alive by that detonator. We are seeing members of AD come back. We're also seeing members of 4-4 come back as well. So we will see how well these teams are able to re-engage and push the payload. The payload is mobilizing, so they are getting some distance here. We're seeing a detonator come out. Doesn't look like it got any damage. We're seeing a stack off on the right side of AD. I think they know it's there, so they're watching it. And we see detonator come out. Oh, it doesn't get any damage either. We see detonator come out, hitting 4-4, and it does deal some damage on that side. They're forced to retreat. We see Single just jumping on the payload, but Dual Game's gonna get him. Who's gonna grab Grim? Kimbrel's gonna grab Coda, but it looks like they're gonna be able to grab Kimbrel here, possibly. Nope, 4-4 and AD are just disengaging right now. They're gonna re-engage. They're gonna hunt for Palace there, and they're just gonna poke him again, keep him from auto healing, and they're just gonna keep pushing them back. Give me a moment.
Delivery accelerated.
4-4 is gonna try to take it again. They're taking out Foos. Someone's taking out Coda. Wow.
Wow, we just see 3 of
Alpha
AD,
G
all
right
4 just dropping.
Returning.
We just see all 4 of AD just dropping super fast to 4-4's guns. We see again them taking a 4 position here. 1 minute and 20 seconds or so for AD to continue to push this out. So we'll see how well they're able to continue this. We're seeing a detonator come out instantly, getting some big damage. AD not saving that insta heal.
Really just.
Yeah, AD's kind of suppressed here. Oh, we see Dual Game pushing W. He's going in. The rest of his team is going in W on the other side. Looking disengaging. Going from the backline. We see Kimsel grabbing Coda grabbing Palace. Kimsel grabbing Foos. Dual Game's gonna grab Kimsel though. Single's gonna grab Dual Game though, so it's like a 2-on-2 situation.
Push away, even though it's a 2v2.
Yeah, they definitely. I think the problem is they don't have any heals. Do you think all their heals? Oh, Coda does have a long heal. He could push in and grab a heal, but it looks like instead they're gonna get murdered instead. Oh, that being said, Dual Game's gonna take 1, but it's not really gonna matter a whole lot because just the spawns are very even on this section with only 25 seconds to go. AD has to push this, otherwise they're out. They have to win this map, otherwise they have been eliminated from stage finals, and they'll be playing Impulse. Team Foos press W on Grim over here. Just kind of wards him off. AD has to get the payload now. Looks like the 4-4 is again doing their normal strategy where they just wait for the payload to run out and then dive on it. They don't really care about giving up that much distance. And it looks like 4-4 is actually going to take this map round Advance takes the whole thing. AD being eliminated 3-0.
Going to no face impulse in the final.
No, it crashes on the other maps that I'm pissed off about.
Indeed. And we'll see how well that goes for both teams. My money is on my own team. It's my own team.
I would hope it is.
We will see another time though. But unfortunately, AD just seemed like they were unable to really deal with 4for4's coordination. 4for4 was really good at. That is the end.
That is it.
Unfortunately,
That was some great matches though.
Yeah, 4for4 beat AD 3-0 though, which is honestly an upset. I thought AD was gonna win.
I would call that an upset.
That was definitely up. I think both finalists that we thought were gonna win have actually lost. It's a complete upset on both games. With
Wow.
V Respawn getting knocked down 3-1 and AD getting knocked out 3-0. Yeah, 4for4 is a very strong team. They're showing their gumption, I guess. The Triple Novas, and they're really smart about how they're playing with payload. Like, they know they have lots of distance they can just feed up, and they're just waiting for the overtime before jumping on it. They go, okay, well, we don't need to, all we need to do is keep them 1 inch away from the end in order to win. So just wait till it goes to OT, just keep all our guys back, wait till we don't get any picks so we can just jump on it 4-on-4, or just all 4 of us jump on it, and that's it. And they did that both times on both payload maps, and it worked really well for them.
And
They're going to be a really dangerous team.
Sorry. And a real quick shout out to our sponsors, Antlion Audio, VR Cover, VR Lens Lab, Mammoth, and Rebuff Reality.
I actually used a VR cover for my CV1. It was really nice, and it lasted for so long. And then when it broke, I got a replacement for pretty good. It's so good. Like the normal default Rift foam, it just becomes like a sweat rag and bleh. I don't have one for my S though. I'm hoping to.
Yeah, I'm hoping VR Cover comes out with something more substantial for the Rift, but it seems to be Oculus's design to.
Yeah, I haven't used any of the other products yet, but I heard Rebuff Reality isn't balances out the Quest as well with adding more battery life. I've never quite used it, or I don't even have a Quest, so I can't like talk about it. But I do know that Mammoth actually produces skins and stuff for the controllers.
I have one of the
people
Mammoth
use them,
skins
like
that makes it so a touch controller can attach to your hand, kind of like the index controllers, and that's really cool.
How is it?
It's really good.
Like
it takes a little bit of getting used to, but I definitely would recommend it for a lot of games like Boneworks or even Half-Life Alyx that just came out.
I never really liked skins. I got ones from Astron I got from a cup, and I didn't really enjoy them all that much. They came off too easy. So I'm kind of like hesitant to put skins on and stuff, especially with changing batteries or whatever.
All right, well,
anyway,
thanks so much for watching.
That is the game.
Stay tuned for on Saturday or Sunday for Impulse versus 4for4.
Do these teams realize they're no longer playing?
Yeah, I think they're just scrimming out. I think they're just doing a scrim.
Okay, that makes sense.
We'll let them be.
Play some more games.
So thanks everybody.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you over the weekend. We'll let you know when the last 2 teams are playing for stage finalists. Excited. I hope you guys all come and watch and excited to see. See you then.